Hello heroes and villains, welcome to Multiverse. So the St-Patrick seasonal is finally on the live server. Although sadly, if you play on Xbox and if you play on the Switch, bad news. Bad news. You will only get the seasonal next Monday. No idea what happened, but somehow they were not able to put the update on the Xbox and on the Switch servers. And even more badder news, somehow my microphone did not record, so I have to redo the recording from my microphone. Like the audio in the game did seem to work, but somehow my microphone did not record for some reason. The worst part is that I did a microphone test before I made my video. Everything was fine, and then after I was done recording the video, somehow there was no audio from the microphone. It's sad, but that's how it is. And also, we did get the new booster bundle today. And of course, you can also purchase some lucky clovers from the marketplace if you want to. And sadly, another bad news. I did make a video about this, but some of you guys don't seem to have seen that video. Sadly, there are some items that were removed from the vendor. For some reason, they decided to keep the harp, they decided to keep the face shield, and they kept most, if not all, of the base items. But sadly, the Celtic slimline was removed. There was the cape, the chest, and the pants, and also the Celtic emblem, and also there was two materials that were also removed. Why did they decide to remove them? We don't really know. We could speculate. We're not going to do that. Although even though we don't have that many new styles this year, if you go back to previous years, there's plenty of styles from the previous years that you could purchase if you want to be able to purchase some new stuff. But obviously, if you've been playing those previous years and you have everything, then sadly for this year, there's not all that much that you can purchase. And also, sadly, for some reason, they did double the price for the emote. So that emote alone will cost you 100 clover. It was a bit of a strange move, especially considering that the seasonal usually lasts only 2 weeks. If you're wondering how long will the seasonal last, normally the St-Patrick seasonal lasts for about 2 weeks, so we don't have all that long to be able to farm for clovers. Although it would be very easy to speculate that it might be a strategy so that we have to purchase clovers from the marketplace. Oh well. I wasn't really planning to make this video, but seeing how I had to make a video to mention that the Xbox and Switch do not have the event just yet, I figured if we gotta go, let's go all the way. Also, I had to mention the vendor as well, so let us make a video about the St-Patrick seasonal.
Mr. Mixius Pitlick wishing you greetings and salutations. You've outsmarted me for the last time, so here's the rules. I say my name backwards, I go away for a short time. You collect all the golden coins from me fifth dimensional pots of gold, and I go away for a year. Sound fair? It does to me. Ha ha, good luck.
So there we go, so we took Mixius Pitlick's quest. So let us take the portal to go to Metropolis. So we do get started in front of the Superman statue. And if we go, oh, I was wondering what was wrong with the camera. So if we go to our journal, so you can see there's the 3 missions: a fool in his gold, find the Daily Planet Ariel, and explore Mixius Pitlick's Metropolis. We're going to start with the Metropolis mission. As you can see, it'll give us 14 clovers. For the Daily Planet race, I don't really feel like playing the race, so we're probably not going to do that. And but we'll play a fool in his gold. So again, the Metropolis Explorer will give us 14 clovers, but it's only a weekly mission, so we are going to get 14 clovers once. Well, twice, seeing how we'll probably get it again next week. But most of our clovers will come from playing a fool in his gold. That one will give us 8 clovers every day. So if you do the math, 8 clovers every day for 2 weeks, plus 14 clovers twice, I'll give you roughly the amount of clovers we will get for this event. And then if you take a look at how many items we have for this event, and how many clovers you'll need for that, Ideally, you don't want to skip a single day. You want to play the seasonal every day if you want to make sure to get everything.
After I turned that statue to pudding during our last encounter, Superman requested the replacement version use rebar to spell out guiltipsism. Wait, no, not again.
I usually start with the explore mission, so we will do that today. So basically, as you can see, the first point is at the Superman statue. Then we have to go to the Daily Planet for the second point. I remember way back when, I didn't realize that we actually had the Daily Planet in the game. I remember looking around to try to find the Daily Planet, failing to realize that it was in one of them bottles. And there's also the race down there, but before we go to the race, let's talk to Mix Hospital here.
The Daily Planet building. Still bottled up, I see. Lois Lane works there. For someone who has such a way with words, you'd think she'd be able to trick me into saying guiltipsism more often. Dog dingbats!
So if we do go, so you can see the Daily Planet right here. That's probably when I realized that the Daily Planet was in the game. And then if you go down there, you'll see the race. Full disclosure, I don't really feel like playing the race. It's a pretty long race and I don't really want to play it. But you don't really need to play it. All you need is to find it, and we did. Some of you guys often will ask, Multiverse, how can you have been playing DC Universe Online for so long? Like, you've been playing DC Universe Online for 12 years. You play DC Universe Online with a lot of characters. How can you do it? The answer is quite simple. I just play what I find fun. If I don't want to play something, I don't play it. Like, I didn't want to play the race, I didn't do it.
Metropolis City Hall. My old mayoral stomping grounds. I appointed myself mayor once, but got shunted back to the fifth dimension when citizen Clark Kent proposed the Guiltipsism Act. Wait, no, that shouldn't count.
So the third spot was to go see Mixed Lake at the City Hall. And then we just have to go over there. I'm not sure why Mixed Lake is over there, but that is the last place you need to go for Mixed Lake. So no choice, no choice. We have to go there, whether we want to or not.
It's the Metropolis Museum of Art. I remember once when I improved the pieces, Superman actually showed up and pretended like he was helping me. But when we were done, the installation spelled out Guiltipsism. I didn't even get a chance to sign my work.
So if we go to our journals, you'll see that we've completed 2 of the missions. Like again, for the Daily Planet race, you don't even have to play the race. Although it doesn't give you anything either, so it doesn't really matter. So let's collect our 14 clovers. So for that one, that is a weekly mission. So we will be able to play it again next week. The only mission we will be able to play every day is a Fool and His Gold. Well, I guess you could play the race every day, but it doesn't seem to give you anything anyway. So once you do find them pot of golds, ideally you don't want to attack them too much. You want to attack them a little bit at a time so that you can maximize the amount of coins. Like, so that you can only get a few coins, and then you can get all those coins before you summon other coins. Although, obviously, when other players decide to come and help you, then you have no choice. They will probably attack and attack and attack, and then you'll see coins everywhere. It doesn't really matter. So let's go to another pot of gold. So ideally, if you can be by yourself, it's a bit easier because you can take all the time you need to be able to get the coins. Also, you don't want to click on the green coins. I should have shown you earlier, like one of the guys did click on the green coins. If you click on the green coins, it kind of throws you away. So you don't want to do that. There's a few different things, like at some point there's a whole bunch of small mixed spittle that'll appear, that'll attack you. At some point there's some big speakers that will play some music that will stop you from picking up the coins. Sometimes Mixed Spittle himself will try to distract you from picking up the coins. Here we have the speakers. So we could attack the speakers to pretty much stop them from making you dance. I could have sworn the speaker would be respawned, but I guess not. Or I could be misremembering.
No more golden coins for you.
Ah, we did a boo-boo, we missed one of the coins. Ah, doesn't matter. So just 2 more and we'll be done. So let's go to this pot of gold over here. And let's pick it up.
Don't they have the golden rule on this dumb planet? I demand your immediate attention.
Excellent. You collected Mr. Mixius Spitalik's coin.
So here you see Mixus Spitalik is trying to stop you from picking the coin. Ah, the evil Mixus Spitalik. But too late, too late. We're pretty much done with this mission. So let us collect our lucky clovers. And before we go, let's take a quick look at the phase. Obviously, there were some changes to the phases. They had increased the amount of people in the phase in Metropolis to 400. But for some reason, they seems to have lowered that to 325. I guess at 400, it created some issues, so they had to change it again. But in case you're wondering, if you go to Metropolis or Gotham and you see that there's less phases than there used to be, it is because they have increased the amount of people you could get in each phases. And now let us go back to the House of Legends, and let us spend some clover. Let us spend some coins. Yeah, it should be coins instead of clovers. Doesn't really matter. So let us purchase the harp, since we do have the amount of clovers needed for that. If you're wondering how come I have so many clovers, very simple. I had some leftovers from last year. But luckily, I have a lot of characters. Some of you guys were asking about the Torchbearer mask, so here it is. So basically, we have a new official Caloriner mask in the game. We already had a Caloriner mask before, the Owen Tech mask. You have to get it from the Coast City alert, and it is a random drop from Caloriner. But now you can actually purchase an official Caloriner mask from the St-Patrick Seasonal. Sadly, the St-Patrick Seasonal is only 2 weeks, so if you miss out on the Seasonal, you will have to wait until next year in order to be able to purchase the mask. But you should be able to get the mask easily enough during the Seasonal, so it doesn't matter if you're a free-to-play player, a premium player, or a legendary player. Everybody should be able to get the mask. So now you pretty much have everything you need to create a pretty cool looking Kyle Rayner in this universe online. Yes, it would be nice to get the official Kyle Rayner emblem and the official boots, but so far with the styles we have, we can make a pretty darn good version of Kyle Rayner in this universe online. I did mention that you can get 50 lucky clovers from the marketplace if you want to, but there's also the Shamrock Aura that you can get and the Rainbow Aura. Those are 2 auras that are only available on the marketplace during the St-Patrick Seasonal. So there you go. So if you want to have those auras, you can simply buy them from the marketplace and then redeem them for every single characters in your account. And now let us consume the harp. As you can see, the harp does give us a 10-point feat, but I have to admit, 100 clovers for a 10-point feat, it is a bit expensive for a 10-point feat. And now let us play the harp with our multiverse character. Ah, the music is so cute. So if you do want to have the emote, sadly it will be a bit expensive on the vendor. So there you go, guys. So we do have the St-Patrick Seasonal. Sadly, the St-Patrick Seasonal usually lasts only 2 weeks. So play it every day in order to make sure that you don't miss out on anything.